Hi everybody, Sanbanana. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. I am going to do the full review of episode 5 of Amagrootman season 1, and hopefully after this I'll do to Happily Ever After, the recent episode before we watch tonight's episode. And then you guys, we are also going to do the Pastor Wants a Wife, the review there. I'm enjoying all of these shows, you guys. In fact, I'm enjoying Amagrootman and Pastor Wants a Wife even more than to Happily Ever After. But I still wanna keep up with to Happily Ever After. So listen, you guys, I hope that all of you are subscribed to all of my channels, okay? That you are subscribed here on Reality Buzz TV, but you are also subscribed to Ntando Mamdletshe Kwala, because that is where I do the gossip. And sometimes when I have disappeared from here, it's because I'm that side. The challenge that I'm having is that because you guys, I do have a job during the day, the only time I have to make videos is morning and evening. So sometimes I really have to make a decision which video is urgent for me to release. And gossip stories are usually urgent because if the story is trending, I have to do a video, whereas sometimes it feels like the review can wait. But it's not that you guys are not that important. You are just as important. It's just I'm having a hard time sometimes deciding which videos we go out, because we do have a life outside of YouTube, or even though it looks like we are always here on YouTube. So listen, you guys, let's talk about Amagrootman. By the way, subscribe to all of the channels. Makelone TV as well, even though they did demonetize my channel. But I know I broke the rules. I knew I broke the rules. Anyway, you guys, so Amagrootman, we're doing episode 5, you guys. It was good to see Ubab Hlope to Beza going out with his wife. They went on like a boat cruise, just the two of them. I'm starting to think, does Uthlope not have kids? Because why have we not seen any of his kids? I know that in this conversation that he was having with his wife, he talked about a child that he had outside of the marriage. Okay, guys, like, hey, this man. Guys, is there anything called a faithful husband? Is there anything called a happy marriage, or people just pretend, you know? Gizoyapi, let me, because hey, the things that are getting exposed recently is like anyway, you guys, so that's what I'm saying, that I haven't seen their kids with his wife, but they were talking about a child that he had outside of the marriage, and it looks like he had that child when they were already married, okay? Because it's like a touch and go kind of a subject. So you guys, they went out to get on a boat cruise, which was great, you guys. I think that whoever was directing the scene should have told the wife that she doesn't have to speak so loud. I think because they are so aware with sikuna cameras and whatever, and maybe microphone is like there, and she's feeling like maybe they won't hear her. She was screaming, okay? She was speaking so loud. I can't remember who else was like that on another reality show. So I think that when they are shooting for the first time, they are uncertain about how they are supposed to be, how they are supposed to sound. Are they supposed to raise their voice, or are they supposed to just speak normal? So she was talking very, very loud, and I felt like it's that she's aware that she's doing a show. So she was speaking unnecessarily louder than she should have. Okay, but I understand you guys. So now there is a story of Ubab Hlope talking about how Unkoskazi is a sangoma. So at a point wahamba wayotwasa, and during ukutwasa they were not able to be intimate, you guys, okay? And listen, I'm going to try and be respectful talking about this subject, but when I look at Babu Hlope, I'm like thinking about how much of a challenge it would be, to you know But you guys, he is getting it on, because he even has complaints with during that time they were not doing anything. But mina, when I saw when I if I saw Ubabufana no Babhlope, I'll be thinking, there's no way. There is absolutely no way. Those who are watching the show would know, because I was there's no way that he's still able to do anything, but he must be able to still do some, because he was complaining about this. So they were just discussing that. The wife even gets emotional, you guys, and I wish that they really got into it more, that conversation, especially when she was crying and stuff, because I was trying to understand what it is that she was crying about. But she was talking about how hard that period was for her. She does say, yes, when you can't be intimate with your husband. And also, she was sick around that time. So it was a difficult time for her. Okay. Now, you guys, so Uhlop was talking about, you know what I thought about, you guys? It's very related to Felix, because no Felix, they are both Lopez. Is it not? Who knows? We need to search this, because even Felix there is busy trying to take the second wife. Nalo Hlopelo. Guys, please, the surnames. You remember I used to give you surnames and areas that if you come across a Zulu man with this surname or are from this area, you must know that one day you will have a conversation about the second wife. Please add Hlope there. If you meet a Hlope man, then just know, okay? So you guys, he was just asking, what is the wife happy? Guys, I thought that is so nice. Okay, I hope it's not just because of the show, because I think that you guys, when you are married, sometimes you forget about each other. There's so much. Okay, you need to take care of the house. Okay, pay for water, electricity. The kids need to eat. Whoever needs shoes, this person needs that, and then you forget about each other. Because I get got happy. Sometimes you are scared to ask, because what if the person says, actually, I'm not, and I really would want to go. Can I be excused now? Sometimes you're scared to ask, because usasa nami la noma. Yabona. So I thought that was nice to catch for him to be asking her, are you happy? I try. He says that he tries. Whenever she needs something, she gets it. But she's talking. He was also saying, but he has to work to make money, which is, I guess Ukoskas has complaints about not getting enough time. Okay, I feel like, you guys, the best thing that let me not say the best thing, but I feel like when it comes to somebody not spending time with you and they are your husband, I feel like if they are working, you sort of just have to be like, okay. You understand what I'm saying? Then you can complain if they're just hanging out with their friends, okay? But if a man is working in South Africa, girl, like, watch some shows on TV, go to Netflix and watch some shows on TV. Don't complain too much. Because the opposite of that is not nice. Okay, we do not want men that do not work. Okay, especially with this economy. So at least he's working. Of course, he has times when he is spending with his friends. Okay, and also the friends, except for the thing of the girls, guys, because I also don't understand why these men are just openly cheating on their wives. But I feel like if we remove the girls stuff, I feel like most of the time they have positive influences on each other. They're trying to make money together, and Utlope is trying to lose weight because he is diabetic. Okay, and even when they are going out drinking, when he is requesting maybe a different kind of drink or asking about a drink that they're giving to him, they're very supportive to make sure he's not taking that is going to make him sick. So I like that. I like their friendship, that side of their friendship. But again, the girls side of it, I just like, they're too old for the nonsense. Okay. So you guys, listen, the wife is complaining about the same thing. The thing that I would really like for you to get, a hold of and be in control of is the thing kashukela. And I can imagine, you guys, that it affects even, other parts of their coupling. So she was saying that what you need to manage, especially when it comes to what you eat and all of that. When you're at home, obviously I can manage it because I'm the one that makes the food. But when you're with your friends, I would like to know that you are taking care of that. And even, Pela, guys, unomkhaba ubabuhlophe. And it's another level yomkhaba. If you think ukuthi unomkhaba, hayi awukawuboni ukalona. And that's why it's mina, is he related to Felix? Because Felix naye unomkhaba, Felix naye unowakhe umkhaba. Ucishe ufane nawo lo kababulona. Yabo. So that's why I was like, are they related? Anyway, you guys, they do talk about this child. Apparently, Uhlope has a child outside of the marriage. From what when I'm listening to them, I'm feeling like this is a child I totally already married to his wife, and the wife didn't wanna really talk about it much because she was saying, "Listen, there isn't much I can say because." her mother has passed away. Okay, that told me was okay. This must have been something that happened while she was already married to Uhlope. So they want to do a DNA because they want to be sure that she is a Hlope. Here's the thing, you guys. I don't understand the waiting. When you find out that you have a child and you have any doubts about whether they are really yours or not, immediately do a DNA. I don't understand. I mean, like men that would say, "I'm not sure if this child is mine or whatever." It must not be a new thing for Uhlope to know what he has a child, and if he had any doubts, why is he doing it now? Because when they showed the picture of the child, she's all grown. So that part of it, I don't understand, you guys, when it comes to men. Like, if you are unsure if a child is yours or not, just do a DNA test. And I don't think that with Uhlope, it will be a thing of not being able to afford a DNA. So why did he wait? That was just my question, you guys. And then you guys, we also did see Ubonga and his wife. Listen, I think the anyway, you guys, I think I like all of the wives, honestly. Ngiyawuthanda imoya yabo and all of that. Ngiyabathanda. That's why I don't like the fact that their husbands are doing the agitation. Okay, Ubonga and his wife, I guess they were going to get a tuxedo made for him because who's the vice principal? Yes, so Andile is going to be getting married soon. Remember, Andile said he's going to do Membeso and wedding all on the same day. So they decided to go fit a tuxedo for him. And here they also reveal Guti, he also has a child outside of marriage, his marriage, okay, which is Ukanya. And also, you guys, they were already married with his wife. You know why? Because she is younger than the boys. She's younger than the boys. I'm like, these men are just too busy for my liking. Okay. So, but what I really liked was that he was even making a comment about how Ukanya is so close to the stepmother. The stepmother was actually the one that raised the topic, I think, if I remember correctly. And she was saying, if it was for her, really, Ukanya would stay with them. Okay. So I was like, other women are really, really good because I would struggle. I wouldn't hate the child, but I would have a struggle with just that whole thing of a child being conceived while I am married to somebody. Okay. So I guess other women are really good women. We need to find out how they do it because I don't think I'll be able to do that. Okay. So they were talking about the fact that they feel like because Ukanya doesn't stay with them, she misses out on things. Ubonga was talking about how every time, like sometimes he will wake up and think, okay, let me do this for my kids. So in instances like that, he can't include Ukanya because with Ukanya, obviously they have to make the whole arrangement with her mother to say, can she come visit? They have to go fetch her and all of that. So they feel like she gets left out. Okay. I do like that the conversation about that child is all positive. It's not like the wife is angry and whatever. Apparently they have a very close relationship. In fact, Bonga was saying Kanya is closer to the stepmother than she is to him. They've bonded a lot. I like that. It made me like his wife even more. Then you guys, it obviously he had to raise the whole thing of wanting the second wife, okay? Which is the same thing Nohlope that he wants. Lope also wants a second wife. So Wong, I was saying, so I gave you homework. In marriage you get the homework ukuthi uyocabanga ukuthi unkosikazi omunye akathathwa yini. I gave you homework, so what is it? Okay, are you saying yes to the second wife or not? Listen, I don't know if it's strategy that she's using, Bonga's wife, to say, listen, when he raises this topic, I'm not going to, throw my toys and, have a tantrum, even though maybe inside I am having it, but I'm just going to, because she has a way of handling it, even though she's saying no to his temple, but she's not like screaming about it and all of that, okay? She's saying no. Why can't we find family? Because remember, they had a house that they lived in. Now they are moving to the new house. He is saying, Ubonga, let me take a second wife so the wife can stay in that house. Okay. Let's sell the house then if the house is such an issue. And the wife was saying, no, let's get family to live in that house. And he was saying, hey, sometimes you think a family is going to help you, and it's like the biggest mistake of your life. And I do agree with that, you guys. Sometimes a stranger would do right by you than family. But I don't feel like there is a reason why you should take a second wife. I feel like Ubonga already has a girlfriend that is on him about wanting to get married, okay? And he's trying to convince his wife, but he has said that he's never going to take that second wife without her approval. So until she approves, I guess the side chick will remain a side chick, okay? Remember the other episode he was calling the side chick right in front of the cameras. Anyway, guys, the other scene that we saw was Uhlope now with Umpo, and who's the other one? Ungcobo. Was it Ungcobo? There was the three of them. You remember the picture I posted on my community post when they are holding hands. Yes, so he invited them Uhlobo to the beach so that they could jog, okay? Which made me feel like, okay, Uhlobo is making an effort because I do imagine, okay, I think Uhlobo, if he lost weight, he might actually feel a lot more healthier than, and I don't know if you can totally eliminate diabetic, diabetes. What is it? Can you completely eliminate isifo sashukela by just exercising and getting fit? But even if he doesn't eliminate it, but I think that it will help him, if he did it. So I think that is, but he joked like 1, 2, and he was like, oh, I can't do it. And I understand. I mean, it's cool, let's assist you guys. It's cool, okay? So then he was talking to the guys afterwards. Uguti, his wife, I guess they are having challenges. This is what I was talking about in the beginning, that I can't imagine. I would think that if you are that big, you just like don't do it, because how are you going to do it? Okay, because it's an exercise, guys. It's a very iyasebenzisa leya nto leyana, so nje I imagine, you understand what I'm saying. So Uhlobo was saying ukuthi they're having a challenge with his wife, so his wife is complaining ukuthi, oh hayi baba ngeke phela, yabona. I know I have kids on my channel, so I have to be, So anyway, you guys, they decided, which I guess now and then they are going to try and jog. It's just that day, Mpo and Ungcobo showed up with Gogama jeans because they didn't know which they were going to be there jogging. But yes, you guys, I feel like because he looks like he can afford, he can even get a personal trainer maybe to help him, So I can't wait to see him having lost weight because I think that would be so cool for him. Anyway, you guys, we do see Andile and his wife. Andile is the vice principal, and they are planning the wedding, remember, so and all of that. And they're saying which before that they want to invite the guys with their partner so they can meet everybody, because they want everybody to have their partner there at the event. I do wonder who Umpo is going to bring. And also the wife was saying that was hey, but I can't wait to see who Umpo is going to bring. Okay, so I like the fact that if this dinner happens, we are going to be able to see how the wives interact with each other, because I think that is going to be an interesting part of the show. I like watching these men, but I have moments where I want to see some women, okay? Then you guys, we get to see Ubonga visiting his brother. Okay, Bonga is the one who wants to take the second one. Yes. Visiting his brother, and I guess one of his sons have made a girl pregnant, and some people had come big sisu, but I was wondering why Beze at the brother's house. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Or the brother lives at their like home because Manekale family. So apparently someone had come to big sisu for Sbonelo, and they couldn't get hold of Bonga. But apparently Sbonelo said yes. I believe Sbonelo is one of Bonga's sons. And Sbonelo had said yes, uyayazi intombazane. And I was surprised, you guys, that the brother, Bonga's brother, was more like disappointed at the fact that Sbonelo quickly said yes to knowing the girl. I was like, I would think that I think if it was my son, I would say, if you know the girl, you know the girl, because as a woman, I would be trying to save the girl as much. embarrassment as possible. If you know the girl, say you know the girl. And if there are possibilities that the baby is yours, then, just say that, okay? But if you have any doubts, we can do the DNA, but you know the girl, and have you done the deal with the girl to possibly have a baby? And if you've done, then, possibly the baby is yours, then we can just ask for DNA. Which I think, you guys, at this point, DNA should just be compulsory. You are pregnant, we do a DNA, because there are so many people that have been raising kids that are not hers, especially like young new fathers. Okay, there was a story on Facebook recently I saw where this young man was so sad about the fact that he just found out the baby is not his after he had bonded with the babies. Like, I don't know what to do because I can't stop loving this baby, but obviously here the paper saying he's not mine, and the mother knew all along. So I kind of feel like we should just make it like a thing. you know Listen, if uzobe isisu kwami shame, just be prepared for your DNA, okay? He might say yes, but I will just be like, I don't hate you, girl. I don't hate you, Makoti, but I see guess it is your Chicago DNA. Anyway, you guys, then he speaks to his brother about taking the second wife. But in conversation, I was like, he's talking about, now, since you were the one that I spoke to when I was taking the first wife, now that I'm taking the second wife, I have to speak to you. I think the brother is was thinking, because I think he wanted to laugh the whole time, because he's thinking this one already has a girlfriend. He even said that, you sound like you've already found somebody, and he even said, he was like, I know you, you're my brother, so what's the deal? Okay, I do feel like there is a woman already. I don't know if Ubonga, it's him who really wants to marry this woman, or this woman really just like is on him about it. Because if you look at his relationship with his wife, they're happy, they have happy kids, they look like they're doing very well financially, they're not struggling. What is the problem? Okay. But again, they don't even need a problem, these ones, Jay, to mess up a good thing. So that was the episode for today, you guys. And I think that I am still enjoying watching Amagrootman. If you can access it and watch it, please do that. I don't think it's on Showmax. I haven't seen it, but it's definitely on DSTV channel 161. And it's also on catch up. So if you do have catch up, just go and watch. Okay, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Like the video before Pumagona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Cool.